Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to our summer podcast series, Folio Gone Viral. I'm your host, Rebecca Hewett, and you guys, I am so excited for today's show because we're doing, drumroll please, trivia. This isn't just any trivia game though. It's trivia about things that have gone viral since the year 2000. That's right guys, today we're taking it back a little. This trivia will test your knowledge of some viral internet trends. It might also tell you you're spending too much time on your phone, depending on how many you get right. Don't worry though, I'm not judging. I spend too much time on social media too. Put your thinking caps on because this trivia is going to be all over the map. I'm talking Vine videos, clothing trends, challenges, you name it. Since I'm only a voice in your ears right now, I can't make sure you're not cheating. Although I ask nicely that you don't cheat because cheating will not be tolerated, okay? If I find out we have cheaters in our mix, well, I'll be upset. And do you guys really want to hurt me like that? Okay, now that I've explained the rules, are we ready to jump in? Let's do it. I'm sure most of us remember planking. And no, I'm not talking about the awful exercise that people do at the gym. That form of planking is basically torture, and I never put you all through a conversation about that. Planking was a trend that began in 2011. Participants of this trend would lie face down with their arms by their sides in the strangest of places. Park benches, escalators, subway stations, and even their local grocery store. It was pretty wild. In 2011, you'd either walk into your local Walmart and see someone planking on the checkout counter, or you'd be scrolling through social media and see pictures of your friends planking. At that time, you pretty much couldn't escape it. It's hard to say what the purpose of doing this challenge was. Most people attempted to plank in a unique location where they'd have a lot of spectators wondering what they were doing. Mostly, I think it was just a fun way for friends to hang out and pass the time. Numerous people have participated in the planking challenge, but there were two people who started this trend. Do you know who they are? The answer is Gary Clarkson and Christian Langdon. They started planking in random places in their town on nights when they had nothing better to do. It was mostly just a way for them to pass the time and have a few laughs. It started out with just them planking in public to amuse one another, but then it started to get popular amongst their friends and other kids at school. In 2007, they started a Facebook group for planking. The group slowly gained a few thousand followers, and over the next few years, more and more people started hearing about planking and seeing photos online, and it really blew up. It's so interesting to me how such a simple act can go viral, and in case you were wondering, no, I did not participate in this trend. I really don't have a good reason for that though, I just didn't. Okay, we're staying on the same track with this next question. It involves the mannequin challenge. The mannequin challenge was a viral internet challenge where someone would walk through a building, for example, a school, a studio, their house, literally anywhere, filming what was going on around them. There's a catch though. Not much is going on around them because everyone is staying completely still, like a mannequin. It was the most popular internet challenge of 2016, and there were people doing this all over the world. Now, I'm going to be a little disappointed in you guys if you don't get this question right, and you'll understand why in a second. I'd like to know where the mannequin challenge originated. Do you know? The answer is Edward H. White High School. Where is this high school located, you may ask? Well, keep wondering, I guess. Just kidding, I'll tell you. It's located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Please tell me you got that one right. I mean, come on. What's so interesting to me about the mannequin challenge is that everyone who watched them was so fascinated by people simply standing still. I mean, people were entertained by others quite literally doing nothing. I don't have any room to talk though because I loved those videos. They're very cool to watch. Alright, the next question is a fun one. Does anyone remember a certain dress that went insanely viral on social media platforms around 2015? Well, I do. I had so many conversations with friends and family over this dress. The reason why is because people who looked at a picture of it seemed to be seeing it in different colors. There's a ton of speculation around the actual color of this dress, and honestly, I still don't understand how not everyone sees the same color. I mean, how does that make sense? It's not a color-changing dress. Regardless, people were seeing it in different colors. Can you tell me the colors people were seeing when they looked at this dress? So, people either saw a black and blue dress or a white and gold dress. If this dress ever came up on any of your social media platforms, what color did you see? Personally, when I look at the photo, I see a black and blue dress, but I am so genuinely puzzled by this viral dress, it was quite the phenomenon. I think what bothers me the most about the dress debate is that I can't wrap my head around the idea that people see different colors in it. I'm someone who does not like questions that don't have a specific answer or can't be solved, so this drives me crazy. Okay, now let's think back to Katy Perry's iconic performance at the 2015 Super Bowl. She performed an assortment of her biggest hits. While Katy Perry had a ton of fans in the audience, their attention was focused on something else. Her backup dancers. Her backup dancers, dressed head to toe in costumes, were completely out of sync with one another. Based on the videos I've seen of this event, the dancer on the right was pretty spot on with their dance moves, but the left dancer threw the choreography out the window and really just embraced the music. It was pretty hilarious to watch, and trust me, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't peel my attention away from the dancer on the left. Can you tell me what kind of costumes these dancers were wearing for the show? The answer is shark costumes. Two sharks just standing on the beach, well, the stage decorated to look like a beach, while Katy Perry sang Teenage Dream. I can't say for sure what Left Shark was thinking during this performance, but I know they weren't thinking about the proper choreography, that's for sure. Next is the Damn Daniel meme. This is another thing that went viral that makes no sense to me, but the internet is a strange place where really anything can happen. The Damn Daniel meme went viral after Josh Holtz, I hope I'm saying that right, called out his friend Daniel Lara for wearing a specific type of shoe. The duo made several videos of Holtz calling out Lara every time he wore these shoes. The shoes were a specific brand and color. What were they? And you know what? I'll give you a bonus question too. Can you name the phrase that was said to Lara in these videos? The answer is white Vans, and the phrase is, "Damn Daniel, back at it again with the white Vans." I'm not doing the voice for that because I know you guys would make fun of me.
Damn Daniel, back at it again with the white van.
If you got the bonus question, go ahead and give yourself a nice pat on the back. I'd give you a prize or something, but I can't, so you'll have to settle with that. For some reason, these videos went viral, and in 2016, everyone was calling out their friends for wearing white Vans. These viral videos became so popular that they actually caused an increase in sales for this specific shoe. If you guys have seen this next video that we're talking about, I can assure you, you haven't forgotten it. This video was of 11-year-old Mason Ramsey. In the video, he was standing in the middle of a Walmart aisle, yodeling. He pretty much became an overnight sensation because that video spread like wildfire on the internet. This video was fairly iconic, mostly because it was so random. It's just not something you see every day, you know? Maybe it wasn't as random for Mason. It could have been a regular Saturday for him and his family. He's a smart kid, though, for turning Walmart into his personal stage. I mean, Walmart's got a lot of shoppers, so that's a decent audience. Anyways, on to the question of the day. Does anyone know what song he was yodeling? The song is Lovesick Blues by Hank Williams.
Lord, I don't know what I do. All I do is say, oh Lord, that last long day she said goodbye.
And if you don't know this phrase, then we gotta get you out from under your rock because you are missing out on some stuff. The phrase, and I went viral in about 2019 after a video was posted of a drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7 saying it. In this video, she talks about the fact that some people just don't know how to handle their liquor. Shortly after, she leans into the table in front of her and says, and I This phrase is used in so many different contexts, but I'd say it's sort of a different way of saying like, oh, whoops. Who was the drag queen that started the trend of saying, and I The answer is the iconic queen, Jasmine Masters. Jasmine is known for being funny and having that sort of awkward but in a good way personality, so I'm not at all surprised that she came up with an
Sometimes I may want to get fucked up and get carried to the car. Let me sleep in my back seat. I've done it many a times. Because I didn't want to get fucked up and drive, knowing be driving while I'm already fucked up. So bitch, I crashed in my back seat for a couple of hours, and
Next, we're talking about Alex from Target. He was 16 years old when he was working as a cashier in his local Target store. One day at work, a random girl took a picture of him, and it wasn't long after that when his social media accounts blew up. Overnight sensation is definitely the right word for this kid. You may be asking yourself, how did Alex from Target become so popular? Why did he go viral? Well, I'll tell you. He went viral because teenage girls are boy obsessed. I can say that because I was one. At the end of the day, Alex didn't do anything specific to gain so much popularity, but teenage girls all over the world fell in love with him from just a photo. My question is, after Alex gained his overnight fame, which popular talk show did he make an appearance on? The answer is Ellen. In case you were interested, Alex has left the fame behind and led a fairly normal life.
You're 16 years old.
Yeah.
How long have you worked at that Target? It's right outside Dallas, right?
Yeah, I've worked at that Target for about 3 months now.
Okay, 3 months. So, and do people take pictures of you on a normal, like, on a regular basis?
Well, there's been a few that I've noticed, but apparently there's a lot more that I haven't noticed.
He no longer works at Target, and these days he enjoys fitness and peace and quiet. I don't blame him at all. If I had gotten famous overnight without any desire to, I'd also be looking for some peace and quiet. Is anyone familiar with the hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husband guy? Well, this man's statement on the news was seen by a ton of people, and eventually it got remixed and turned into a catchy song. Long story short, this guy was on the news being interviewed because of an incident on July 28, 2010. Police responded to a possible rape attempt and home invasion at the Lincoln Park housing projects in Huntsville, Alabama. A woman claimed to wake up with a man in her bedroom, and that's when the cops were called. In the interview, the woman's brother gave a statement that was so iconic that it was turned into a song called the Bed Intruder Song. Do you remember the name of the man on the news who gave this statement? The answer is Antoine Dodson, and the victim in this incident was Kelly Dodson. At the end of the day, it's something we can laugh about because the intruder was not what they believed him to be, and everyone involved in the incident seemed to have a different story.
Well, obviously we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids.
Regardless, Antoine's statement eventually became a viral hit song. Okay, last question for this game of trivia. So think back to a video of two young boys sitting in a big living room chair. One of them is really good at taunting his brother, and the other one is a biter and happens to not like being taunted. Not the best combination. Anyways, the younger brother ended up biting his older brother Harry's finger. What is the name of Harry's younger brother, also known as the baby who's biting him in the video? The answer is Charlie. In the video, as Charlie is chomping down on Harry's finger, Harry shouts, "Ow, Charlie! Ow, Charlie, that really hurt." Harry laughed after, so we know he's okay.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch, Charlie! Ow! Charlie, that really hurt!
The video was watched by so many people as it spread across social media platforms. Everyone couldn't get enough of this duo. They were adorable. It's kind of just one of those videos that makes you happy because it's so cute and funny. I had so much fun today with this episode, and I hope you all had a good time as well. How many did you get right? Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm still proud of you. Unless you got 0, then we should have a chat. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. I will see, or rather, you will hear me later. Until next time.